Travel with me from Raleigh, North Carolina to Toronto, Ontario to visit the Hockey Hall of Fame and for hockey learning. For breakfast, I stopped by the Aroma Espresso Bar. They give you a little piece of chocolate with your coffee, and it's less than a block from the Hall of Fame. Y'all, the Hockey Hall of Fame is actually underground. You have to take the stairs down or some escalators to get downstairs, and they say it takes you 2 hours to go through the Hall of Fame. Y'all, I was actually there for over 4 hours, and I still didn't see or read everything that I wanted to. Now, tickets to get in is $25, but before my trip, I went up on AAA, y'all, and was able to get a ticket for $18. When you first walk in, there's the Hartford Whalers jersey, so you actually see all of the NHL divisions right now. So you can see the Atlantic Division. They have a display. They have a display for the Central Division, the Pacific Division. They also, when you first walk in, have a really big display on Willie O'Ree, who was the first Black player to play in the NHL. He played for the Boston Bruins and some other teams as well. And they have the Community Hero Award, which is named after Willie O'Ree. That's on display. They also, when you first walk in, have a Legends of Hockey Hall. And these are all the players like Wayne Gretzky, Gordie Howe, who really made a huge impact on the game. And you can see some of their game equipment. Now, you have to go back upstairs to the Great Grand Hall where all of the trophies, including the Stanley Cup, is. But I'll do a separate video on that. I learned so much about the different franchises, y'all. Like, for example, 5 championships in 7 years the Edmonton Oilers had. And then also 4 championships in 6 years. That was the Detroit Red Wings. Toronto Maple Leafs had 4 championships in 5 years. I just found that so interesting because I did not know that about these different types of teams. Then they also have a Montreal Canadiens dressing room where they have like replicas of the players' equipment, their jerseys, goalie equipment, game pucks. One thing I did not realize is how much the skater equipment has changed over the years. Like originally they had no padding, but you can see now the players wear a lot of padding for their safety and protection. And the same goes for the goalie uniforms, y'all. They basically used to wear just some overalls and some gloves, but now you can see the last goalie uniform, the black and yellow, how much padding and protection that the goalies wear for their safety. Then it was franchise row, y'all. And y'all know I had to stop by the Carolina Hurricanes display. They had a really nice display. They had Charlotte Checkers combo jersey. And then they had, I love interactive learning. They had where you can be like in a goalie position, y'all. And those pucks came out so fast, wiped that poor baby out. I wanted to try it, but the line to do that, to be a goalie, it was just so long. Then they had a display on the diversity of hockey, and I did not realize how many different types of hockey that they had, and I did not realize the different Black players and Native players and Asian American players. Like, for example, there's also blonde hockey. There's also hockey for people who are hearing impaired. There's electric wheelchair hockey. Now, I knew about sled hockey, but I didn't know about these other types of hockey. They also showed the prosthesis for a player, and this was a special made prosthesis so that a skate could be easily attached for like James Riley and other players to play. They also had a 3D movie theater called the Stanley Cup Game 7, and that was really interesting. And then this happened, y'all. Y'all will not believe this. So y'all know I'm at the Hockey Hall of Fame. How about this young man came up to me and said,
"Go Canes, I'm also from Raleigh as well."
And they said they've seen my TikToks, y'all.
All the time.
All the
She's
way
awesome, guys.
all the way in Canada, y'all. I can't believe it. Go Canes.
Go Canes.
I could not believe it, y'all. I was literally minding my business all the way up in Canada, and someone stopped me about my TikTok. So go Canes. My absolute favorite part of the Hockey Hall of Fame, y'all, was the goalie mask display. Y'all, there were so many beautiful goalie masks painted, and y'all know I love razzle dazzle. I love the design, and there was just so many beautiful masks, like this Mike Vaser mask. He played for the Carolina Hurricanes, and look at that artwork, y'all. These goalie masks are so well preserved. There was also a goalie mask that I saw from Mike Valley. I thought this was a really cool mask as well. Now this is the Swedish goalie mask. So they had goalie masks from like all over the world, not just the NHL. And this was a really cool mask to me as well. This was the goalie for the Vancouver Canucks. This one was another beautiful mask. Now, another favorite mask that I saw was a mask for Jody Lehman. He played for a team, and there was one for a Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, this was a Chicago Blackhawks goalie mask for Darren Payne, and I just thought the artwork, the Native American design on the side, I really wish I could see like the inside, but they just had it where you can see it from the front and the sides. Now, these were some other Canadian masks. Now, here's one I thought was really cool for Corey Hirsch. It was just the paint and the designs for me. There was one for the goalie for the Pittsburgh Penguins I thought was really cool, and Andre Vasilevsky. This was the Pittsburgh Penguins mask for Ken Reggett that I was talking about, that had the penguin, y'all know, from like Batman and the Joker movies. So I thought this was a beautiful one, even down to the design of the hair. There's the Andre Vasilevsky mask for the Tampa Bay Lightning. I just love the goalie mask theater, y'all. I just thought these were so beautiful. I spent a lot of time in this haul just looking at the designs. This was one for the San Jose Sharks, and you can see there's a shark design on it. Look at the detail on those teeth. Now, after that I went to the display for hockey and popular culture. It was called the Collector's Corner. I thought this was a really cool haul as well. There was a metal lunchbox. Y'all old school people, y'all remember metal lunchboxes, like new school 80s, 90s, 70s babies? I thought this was such a cool lunchbox. They also had for hockey players who were on like mini Wheeze boxes, and then they had a Hartford Whalers hockey stick with a Florida Panther rat on it, y'all. I was like, okay, it's the shade for me. Jeremy Jagger had his own peanut butter. Y'all, I had so much fun, and I learned so much. Like, there's a hockey musical I didn't know. I had so much fun at the Hockey Hall of Fame. I really do hope to go back. They also had like tabletop ice hockey where you can play and learn the game. Y'all, I had so much fun. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.